don't understand squatters laws at all. Like I don't understand how people can just get into something that you own and start living there. It baffles me. Okay, because I found squatters in my grandpa's cabin, okay? I was the people to discover them. I was driving out of state to visit them, and he built a cabin that I'd been to a lot when I was a kid. No one really stays there anymore, but it's a nice place, like an Airbnb style place that I'm driving to stay at, and he told me that he would let me in. When I get there, I'm really excited to spend the weekend there, hang out with my family, and when I knock on the door, I am met by a complete stranger. I'm confused because I'm expecting to see my grandfather, and they go, "Who are you?"
So here's the thing, did a few videos about squatters. What he said right there is nobody stays there. So one thing that was trending on the news maybe a few months back were like these teenagers, same way they do these takeovers, teen takeovers, as far as cars pulling up to like roundabouts and they doing donuts or whatever there, or just shopping centers, wherever. They do the same thing on vacant houses, right? They go look on these websites, see houses that are listed for sale, throw parties there. So I always tell real estate agents, if you list in a property, try to stop by multiple times a week if possible. If you can do every day, at least just to stop by, that's cool. Because when people show your house, your listing, sometimes they use the bathroom, don't clean it up. They leave trash. They may leave a door open accidentally. They may not cut a light off. You know, sometimes you can conserve air by cutting off the AC or the HVAC unit or cutting it on prior to showings. But I do understand some showings are a little far out or you may be busy. That's why you at least stop by once or twice a week to make sure nothing is going on with the property. So for homeowners, even if you own a house where you don't live, do you have a caretaker that can stop by, a neighbor? You know, he said grandparents' cabin, so they may be getting old to where they can't go there. But if they could, they need to stop by periodically, cut a light on, cut a light off. Or if you hire a landscaper to cut your grass, maybe you give them the authority to go and cut a light on. Just don't make your place seem vacant because people will move in.
I say, "Oh, is my grandpa home?" Because I don't understand the situation yet. They then tell me that they do not know who my grandpa is. And after a little bit of confusion, I just say, "Oh, okay," and I step away to call my grandpa. He's about 5 minutes away. I beat him there. I guess he was stuck in a little bit of traffic, you know, a busy city. And I get word that he's like, "What? Who's living there? Who's staying there?" I'm almost there. He's frantic on the phone, which alerts me that the situation is a little more serious than I originally thought it was. By the time he gets there, he knocks on the door and they get into an argument. Him telling him how he built this place, how it's been with my family for years, them lying and saying, "No, we've been living in this place for years. We had this signed over to us," all the situation. And of course, it ends with the cops being called. The police show up after a little while because it's kind of a secluded area. And when they get there, they basically tell us nothing we can do.
Yeah, so that's the thing about squatters. I gave an example a few videos back about a lady I saw on the news in Bethesda, Maryland. If you know Bethesda, it's a very affluent area. It's one of those big mansions. And she moved in. The neighbor's security camera, I guess, caught her moving in to a very big mansion, but with a U-Haul truck. It's unbelievable the way she moved into a vacant mansion with a U-Haul truck with furniture and everything. Got settled in. And it was the neighbors that called the cops because they're like, "Who are these people? Why did they move in at night?" And they try not to have any contact with the neighbors. And then people that live there just know, like, hey, these people told us they were trying to move out, sell a house, whatever it may be. Now we got these complete strangers living here. And guess what? It was a tug of war. That's the thing that happens in some of these states. In some states, they don't care. If you're not supposed to be there, you get kicked out, probably get arrested. In other states, if you stay there long enough to establish residency, even though you're squatting in somebody's property, now they got to go through the court system to get you out of there.
Sorry, you got to take it up with the courts. I don't understand squatters' laws at all. Like, I don't understand how people can just get into something that you own and start living there. It baffles me. But now, I'm like, where am I going to stay for this weekend? I'm already here. I drove hours and hours and hours away, and these people aren't going to leave. But what the police did say is I'm still able to stay inside of the place.
Yeah, so quite frankly, I don't understand it either, but it is what it is. I saw a very bad one time. Was a family, newlywed family, bought a house, and they bought it from an older couple, and this couple refused to move out. They literally would slam the door on reporters. This thing made the news. They sold the house, but they just refused to move out. And now this buyer that already purchased it is going through the courts fighting. It was in California. And you know, they got these very squatter-friendly laws. And the buyer, the new homeowner, is fighting to get the seller out of there. Some areas do have those laws that are very friendly to the squatters. Other areas, they get you out of there and they even get you arrested. So just be mindful, know where you live, know what the laws are. But what I say the most is try to protect yourself.
Even though they're there, like, technically we can be there too. We can cohabitate. I'm just like, whatever.